Hello, YouTube. I seen something on YouTube and I was like, let's talk about it. That's a really good topic. So, there was a guy, he actually does podcasts and interviews, and I forgot his name, but he's slim and tall and he answers questions from a male perspective, and he actually has clients, and his job is he hooks people up. He's like a human cupid. And the three things he said, and I want you to comment, like, and subscribe if you agree with this, because everything he said I agree with. He said within the first 6 months of a man meeting you, he knows if he wants a serious relationship with you or not. I'm gonna repeat that again. He said that within the first 6 months of knowing you, a man knows if he wants to be with you or not. Now, he may not know if he wants to marry you, but he knows if he wants to be with you, right? Within the first month, like I had told y'all, the guy, and that's just one example, but we have been talking for a month and we hadn't hung out. He comes talking about something, he ain't have a job, whatever. Absolutely not. So, but he said within the first week, if y'all are not going out on a date, drop him. And I couldn't agree more, because men are hunters. I'm gonna repeat that. Men are hunters, meaning they know what they want. They're not gonna drag their feet and, now sometimes some things can happen in a man's life. Death in a family, he could lose his job. Things could happen to hinder his emotions and feelings, but it's not going to take but so long for a man to make his decision about you. So 3 things he said. So the first thing he said was, if y'all are not going out on a date within the first week, drop him. If within 2-3 months y'all are not in a relationship, drop him. And that I have to agree with. If y'all are spending, now I'm not talking about long distance, but I'm talking about you're from New York City and you live in Brooklyn, he lives in Queens, and y'all are hanging out a lot. What do I mean by a lot? Y'all are seeing each other at least 2-3 times a week. You're talking on the phone. You're enjoying each other's company. By the 3rd month, ladies, he should know if he wants a relationship or not. Now, this does have to go with age as well, I feel like, because obviously if y'all, I don't know, let's say, for example, if y'all are in college and y'all are in y'all early 20s, like 21, 22, he might be a little immature, but again, I can't put an age on it, because you have men my age that's immature, and you have some men that just never grow up. They might get married, have kids. Hell, they might even be the manager or CEO of their company. But some men just never grow up, right? Peter Pan. But if a man truly loves you and he truly like you, he should know within 3 months if he wants to be in a relationship with you. It doesn't take years for him to know if he wants to be in a relationship. We're not talking about marriage. We're just talking about relationship. It should take a man 90 days to make a decision, right? So he shouldn't be stringing you along. It should never get to a year for him to make a decision if you should be his girlfriend, exclusive girlfriend or not. Like, if it gets to a year, he has wasted your time. And yeah. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, right? We live in a society where, you have to have a title. No, if you've gotten to, a lot of people who've been through things in life, and it has nothing to do with PTSD or any of that. Some people have accepted the fact that the man or woman that they may want does not exist, but that doesn't mean I can't have my fun, right? So for me, I'm at a point in my life where I'm okay with dating. That doesn't mean I want to be with you, because the mistakes that I have made, I settled. So I knew that there were certain things about my partners that I didn't like, and I still accepted it. So moving forward, I don't care if I'm single until I'm 45. I'm okay with that, because I was single most of my 20s. I don't know if I told y'all, but my first, I had boyfriends, but my first real relationship was at the age of 27, and I'm not ashamed of that. Like I said, I had other boyfriends, but I wouldn't consider it serious. But my first serious relationship was 27. And my relationship after that, I wasn't really, it was serious, but I knew it wasn't going anywhere. And I'm pretty sure we're all guilty of that. It's like, yeah, you let the guy meet your family, vice versa. But you just know, like, like I didn't let him meet my parents. Like, that wasn't happening. But my military ex, he met my dad, he met my son, I met his family, because we did feel like this is real. But my recent ex, I was, how you just kind of know as a woman, you just kind of know. And I think he knew too, because I didn't meet his children, but I knew his family because I used to work with his brother, and his brother used to have parties and stuff at his home. So yeah, but yeah, a man knows within a few weeks if he wants to be with you or not, right? As far as marriage, now the girl that he was talking to on a podcast, she made a valid point. She was like, if we're 26 and 27, we may not be ready for marriage financially, etc., etc. But the man said, if a man is truly in love, and I'm talking to my younger ladies, I'm 35, so I'm talking to those of y'all who are 10 years younger than me, a man still knows if you are something he wants. It's really that simple. So even if he's not financially ready, he's still going to put a ring on it. He's still going to put a ring on it. So he'll be like, you know what? We're not ready to get married now, but I'm going to put this ring on your finger because this is how I feel, right? And he's going to move accordingly. And I was so happy about that podcast because I'm like, yes, I agree with that. So comment, like, and subscribe. Fellas, if you agree with it, you don't agree with it, put your comments below how y'all feel about that. It takes a man within a week to know if he want to take you out on a date. That's basic bare minimum. Sometimes a man is not going to know because, like, men are visual. So I'm pretty sure, ladies, you've given a guy your number, and once you talk on the phone, you're turned off. Men get turned off too. So I think, like, nowadays, and I'm sure ladies, you could agree with this, sometimes you can give a guy your number and you just never go on a date. He'll call you once or twice, you have a conversation, you never hear from him again. The same way that we assess these men and interview and listen, men are listening too. These men are very smart. I gotta give it to them. These men are getting smarter. I don't know why, I don't know how, but men are getting smarter. They are. Like, the same way we are assessing and listening to them, they're doing it too. So a lot of ladies are like, well, yeah, they asked me for the number, but he's not calling. I call him, no answer. Yeah, because you probably said something that was off. The same way that they say things and it's off, and we like, nah, I'm not. They do the same thing. So within a week, right? You have a week to prove yourself. He's going to decide whether or not he wants to move forward. Asking you for your phone number is just what he sees. He sees a pretty face. He sees a pretty body. Yo, let me get your number. After that, it's, oh, okay, I like this conversation. She has a job. She has an education, X, Y, Z. There's times when there's men that have asked me for my number, and once we talk, it's like, no, thank you. Right? So within a week of talking, he'll know if he wants to take you on a date or not. You start dating, within 2 to 3 months, he knows if he wants to make it official with you. He's looking at your actions, how you act in different scenarios. He's looking at your mindset. For me, mindset is very important. Like, if the way you view life is off, I don't want you. Like, that's so important to me. And it's not about, and people accuse me and be like, oh, you think like a nigga. It's not thinking like a nigga, it's being smart. Like, you can't just be in a relationship with somebody because, oh, they pipe game might be good, or they look really, really handsome, so yeah, I'm just gonna be with this nigga. Like, no. If someone is like, they mental health is not all together, and there's little signs that you could see, like how they act in your apartment or your house, the things that come out their mouth. when you say stuff, they flip at you. Do you want to be in a relationship with somebody like that? No. So men are the same way. They are listening to what you're saying. They're looking at what you put on social media. I'm so like, especially in my younger days and even now, if I look at your social media and you take too many selfies, I'm turned off. If you got body pics of yourself, I'm turned off, because it shows that you're insecure and you have low self-esteem. Because, and I don't say anything, like a guy would be like, yeah. Listen, everybody works out, right? Everybody. Like, I don't know a man who don't. No, I do know a man who don't. But, right? So for you as a man, and you're not a trainer, and you have body pics of yourself on your socials, that tells me one of two things. You got low self-esteem and you just like bitches in your DM, or it's something. Like, that to me is a turn off. So, boom. Then, at my big age, you don't have God in your life. So I'm listening to you talk, and then it's like, you don't attend church, you don't pray, nothing in your conversation talks about God. That's another turn off. Yeah, I might go out to dinner with you, but you're not getting these draws. And like, we're not gonna, like, there's so many things I am so critical now, it's not even funny. Like, I'm so proud of what I become. My standards are very high. My problem was my standards was very low, and I didn't realize they were low. Nobody told me my standards was low. I know that my standards was low, right? So then I had to look at myself like, no, you need to raise your standards. Like, nah, if that's not what you want, that's not what you settle for, right? Because what you settle for is a reflection of you, ultimately. Your friendships, the people you hang around, those are all a reflection of you, right? Just like having kids. My son is a reflection of me. Not saying my man is my son, but I want my partner to be mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong like me, or preferably better, because my man will be my leader. I look at my big age, I want my man to be my leader. If I don't pray, I need a man in my life to say, Crystal, did you pray tonight? I need for him to check me. I need to be checked. And I can say that I'm a strong black woman, and I need a stronger black man. That's just me. So, like, comment, subscribe. Fellas, am I telling the truth? Ladies, what do you feel? How long does it take for a man to make a decision? Ladies, how long does it take for you to make a decision? Those are my thoughts.